This is The Real Shift with Templeton Walker
and Kristen Cantrell,
where we break down all things Real Broker, why we both decided to move our businesses to Real Brokerage. We interview top agents from across the nation like you're going to hear today. All right, guys, The Real Shift. Kristen, we're here.
We're here, episode 1. I'm so excited.
Me too. I can't believe we're doing a podcast together.
I totally can. I feel like I've wanted to forever, so I'm excited.
I know, when we should have, because I've probably done 200 episodes of podcasts of my own over the years, but I've like hot and cold on it. I've named it different things. And I never stuck with it because I didn't understand who I was speaking to.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm really excited about this, because I think you and I really understand like who our avatar is on this.
We really do. And we both have like so many years in the business working with agents that I think we can bring in some really cool perspectives.
I know. Well, so in episode 1, you guys, we really want to talk about how we connected.
Yep.
Why we chose to end up being in business together at Real Brokerage and kind of just the whole thing. But I think one of the things that always drew me to you is that we had different skill sets and different businesses to a degree.
Yeah.
And we were able to learn from each other. And that's really how it started, was Joe's coffee shop. We started seeing each other. Or no, years ago. Tell me how you remember it. Actually,
this is funny. Now that you say years ago, so I started out in the real estate industry as a recruiter, and I remember your name got dropped. I don't even remember from who. And I think you were just moving from one brokerage to another, and I would call anybody back then, you guys. So I was like, all right, we'll see who this Templeton guy is. And I called you, and you had literally told me you just made the move to whatever the brokerage was. And I was like, dang it. But that was the first time I ever talked to you. Me and you talked on the phone. Yeah,
and I remember that. And I remember knowing of you and only hearing good things, right? Because like our real estate community here in the Valley's big but small.
Totally.
And so you hear pretty quickly like, oh, that's good people, that's not good people.
Yes.
And I always heard nothing but good things, but our businesses never lined up.
Yeah. Well, and I know like I'm somebody who definitely will invite somebody that I want to be in community with for coffee. And so that's when we met at Joe's and just wanted to pick your brain. I had zero intention of coming to Real. And I think you actually said that.
I remember. So guys, transparently, I've been at Real since December of 22.
Okay.
And it was the right spot. Like I saw the model, I got it, and I like put some focus on it, but I got busy because I'm mostly an investor. So I got busy doing that, and it was kind of on a back burner. Mm-hmm. And so I remember when you had asked to go to coffee, I thought we were going to just talk on community and education, just things like that.
Yes.
And which it was that, but you kind of brought up Real, and I was like, I kind of remember I was like, oh, it's been good. Like I didn't oversell it by any means. And then you're like, well, hey, I'm kind of thinking. And I was like, actually, it's been great.
Actually, this is meeting 2. You have a bad memory.
I'm jumping ahead. Okay.
So I'll tell you. So you were building out the real estate doctors, and I was building out what was formerly called Connect and Cultivate. And I was like, I love talking to people that are thinking beyond the transaction and building out all these things. And I was like, I want to go pick your brain at coffee.
Okay.
And while we had coffee, you said something like, oh, well, if you ever like come to Real. And I was like, oh, I'm never leaving EXP. Like I have hundreds of people there.
Oh, but I planted the seed.
You did. And then when I actually thought about it, that's when I was like, I'm just going to like have a conversation. And so we met again at Joe's coffee shop and
Well, I thought we were going to, you're right. So I remember we had the education conversation, community, which we've both done really well at.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, well, how do we layer that into something different? Mm-hmm. So I thought we were going to talk about that again. Mm-hmm. And then when you brought up Real, I was like, oh my God. And honestly, guys, transparently, I probably in the last 60 days have I really started to just buy all in on Real Brokerage. And we'll break it down on everything that my whole experience, but us connecting, I got to give you credit, Kristen. You're probably the main engine that has not re-excited me. I just wasn't really aware of what I had.
Yeah.
And seeing you come in and you had so much more experience through building a network because you had done that at EXP.
Yeah.
I didn't really get it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't understand how powerful it could be.
Yeah.
And then once I've seen like the way you approach it, I was like, oh my gosh.
It's fun. It's so much fun. Yeah.
Well, you know what I love is like there's no way for you and I to like put our businesses together.
Totally.
It doesn't make sense for us to like merge brands and create operating agreements and attorneys and it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But now you and I are in business together.
Yeah.
Right? As are many other agents across the nation.
Yes. I can't wait to break all of that down too.
So you guys, that's what the Real Shift's going to be. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, why we're at Real, what's been amazing, what's to come.
Yeah, and bringing awesome agents at Real so they can share their completely different perspective and their different stories with you too.
Yeah, because I wish agents understood, as much as we love what we do, I don't know that we all want to have to do that forever.
Yeah, no one I talk to.
And if you don't start planting seeds today into something that can grow outside of you,
Yes.
I think you're going to have to sell houses forever, right?
I do too.
So unless you do other investment strategies, which we can talk about as well. But I'm stoked. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And you guys are going to start seeing us all over the internet on these interviews. And I'm just so excited.
So am I.